Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maskara Cakes. As you can see, I've done my base already, my concealer and powder, and I'm going to do my eyeshadow and stuff. I wanted to talk about a couple things. I don't think it's going to take that long. So, okay. I wanted to talk about, especially because I just got the new Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. The Riviera palette. So I've also, I put my first impressions palette playtime video up. And I've been watching other people's first impressions and, their reviews of it. And I got me thinking, like, why I've done one review on this channel. And that's of the Weekend Festival palette from BH Cosmetics. Like, why don't I do reviews, and why don't I, do reviews on makeup and stuff? And as I'm watching other people's thoughts and reviews on this palette, I figured out why. Okay, so number one, I am not that picky. Like, I've heard people say that this formula was a little powdery and crumbly, and the glitters were really chunky. I just heard a lot of people say that about this palette. And I was like, really? Like, I don't... My palette, either I don't care, or my palette is the only one that isn't like that. Or just, I don't know, because mine doesn't feel that way to me. And I heard some people compare it to Subculture, and I'm like, this doesn't seem like Subculture to me. And I love Subculture, so it's not a bad thing. It's just very, I don't know, I just feel like my thoughts and feelings on palettes are not that picky, and not that, like, I'm like, oh, well, this is wrong. And that, like, I also like to think the best out of a lot of stuff. So I don't know. I don't think my taste is that picky. Maybe it's not that refined. I don't know. Like, I like a lot of palettes that people don't really like. Like, I haven't found anything crumbly or anything like that with this palette so far. Not that I'm saying those people are lying at all. Not. I'm sure that's what I don't know. Maybe I don't see things the same way a lot of other people do. I don't know. Like, for the shimmers, somebody had asked me if they were shimmers like in Norvina or shimmers like in other palettes. And I said, oh, I think the shimmers are like the ones in Soft Glam and the other one. What's the other one? Oh, I think they're like the shimmers in Soft Glam. Damn it, I had 2 points, and I can only remember one. Oh, and I also think one of my strong suits as far as having a makeup channel or whatever is definitely not reviews, but I do feel that I am very good at tutorials and explaining how to put on makeup and how to make your eyeshadow look really pretty and how to do certain techniques. I feel that that's where my forte is as far as a makeup channel goes. So I would definitely rather fill up my videos with tutorials showing you how to do stuff, rather than fill it with reviews that I'm not very confident about. Or if I have the opposite opinion as everyone else, and I don't want, I want to make reviews that you're like, this bitch is crazy. What the fuck is she talking about? You know, when I review, like, be a reviewer, and they're like, no, don't listen to her reviews. She's full of shit. I don't think I'm full of shit. I'm not picky at all. Not that everyone's picky. It's just, like, I definitely think it's a lot more fun to show you guys how to do pretty looks, or show you guys how I did, like, a crazy look, like when I do the Pokemon makeup, or when I did the Sailor Moon stuff, when I'm doing the Muppets. I think that stuff is fun. Not that you'll necessarily do those looks, but I think, because I like watching that kind of look. Just seeing how creative somebody can be, or see how creative I can be. I just much prefer doing something like that than giving you a complete, detailed review of a product or palette or whatever. Like mini reviews, like on Ipsy when I did BoxyCharm, that's kind of different because I don't know, those aren't really palettes or anything like that. That to me is just a little bit different than giving you my thoughts on a palette or whatever. So. I definitely think my time here on YouTube is better served showing tutorials on how to do makeup and how to do certain techniques and stuff like that, rather than giving my thoughts on, like, complete detailed reviews. I don't think I'm very good at that. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Okay, I'm going to do the rest of my face, and then I'll be back. So, hold on. Okay, I'm done. I knew this video would be kind of short. I was just explaining why I personally don't really do reviews on eyeshadow palettes. Pretty much just eyeshadow palettes. Like, I use and I love so many highlighters. I know my highlighters. I know when a highlighter is good, when one is shit. I know that. And I know mascara. Everything else I'm really good at reviewing and telling you my thoughts on. But eyeshadow palettes, I don't ever have a really popular opinion on it. I'm not too picky about an eyeshadow formula. So I would prefer not to do eyeshadow palette reviews. I like to do swatches because I have my skin tone, my husband's skin tone, and my kid's skin tone. So that's a lot of swatches on skin tones, if you guys want to see that kind of stuff. So, and then also on Monday, me and my family are going to Harry Potter World and Universal Studios down in Orlando. So please let me know if you'd like to see vlogs or stuff on my trip, all that kind of shit. But let me know down below what else, if you like my tutorials, or even if my opinion is not popular or not usually the mainstream opinion, if you still want to see reviews, because if you do, I'll do them. But yeah, so thanks so much for watching. Have a good day.